crap.
Recently, I've had an influx of female friends show me screenshots of interactions they've had on dating websites, and I don't want to see that, because no one wants to see somebody they don't want to see at their horniest. And I think that's pretty much the whole thing. I've sourced the following anti-creep methods, passing them on to the internet in hopes that they'll help someone, because that's what we're here to do. 1, don't find people on other apps, especially if they're not answering you back. Listen, that's like you go to someone's house and you ring their doorbell and then they don't answer their doorbell, and then you go around to the back door, or you find out where they work. You don't do that. You wouldn't do that in regular life. Same goes like in an elevator. If you're in an elevator and you're like, what? Hey everyone, partying here, and no one says anything, there's no follow-up. That's silent elevator time. 2, release any sense of entitlement from your mind before you even say anything. Don't feel entitled to a response, or a laugh, or a picture, or a flirtatious doodad, or a hoo-ha blibbity bop, because no one deserves it. Saying something like, hey, what are you doing here? What are you looking for on this app? Rather than, here's something about my dick, or anything angry. And if someone happens to not be responding to you, don't keep saying stuff. That's like if you go to their house and you ring the doorbell and they don't answer the door, and then you keep talking to the door. No one wants to be the guy talking to the door. Your mama didn't raise you to talk to doors. Mama don't talk to no doors. Papa was a Rolling Stone, but Daddy never talked to no doors. And 3, don't ask for nudes. Don't ask for nude pictures, because what are you doing? You're on a dating app. If everything goes to plan, you're gonna see someone naked. You don't ask for that. That just shows up. That's like inviting someone to your own surprise party. Hey, why don't you invite boobs? That would be great. And then when boobs shows up, I'll act excited. Here's special correspondent Rach Evans with some more
advice. Don't start with looks, even if it's kind, even if you're like, wow, you're really beautiful. For some reason, immediately uncomfortable. If you copy paste stuff, we know those eyeball emojis, you know, those side eye emojis without any context or messaging. Don't put 420 blaze it in your bio. We'll find that out soon enough. The creepiest thing in the world, guys have multiple men in every single one of your pictures. No, what's creepier than that is having another woman in every single one of your pictures. Are you trying to prove to me that you have talked to a female before? If it's not your dog, don't post a picture with it, because that's false advertising and it's rude. And also, whose dog is that? Can I date them?
Welcome to Mike in the Morning, nighttime edition from the UK. This is Alec Garrett reporting from the UK. Now let's look at this. Let's look at this beautiful. Oh, isn't it? You can still sit on it. That's real bad. It's by the bin. Boy, recycling. At least they're recycling it. That's nice. It's for the bus stop. You can sit at the bus stop while you wait in the cushiony seat. It's nice time. Thank you. That was Mike in the Morning in the nighttime with me, Alec, in the UK.
But what I heard was a man saying into traffic, saying, "Good morning! Good morning, everybody! Smile today!" That's why I was like intrigued.
Yeah, interesting. Because that sounds like maybe there's a deity floating down your street.
Dude, I also heard, I'm
when
pretty
you make
sure
loud sounds is, here's the problem with loud sounds. It travels so far outside of your immediate vicinity.
If someone's going to animate this bit, can you please animate a scream sound going right into Mike's apartment and then into his ear for that portion?
Yeah, and then going in and out of my ear a bunch of times.
And make it look like a Pixar movie perfectly.
And I hate it.
Anyway, that's all the information I have. Mike, you have more, apparently.
So, picture a box truck.
Okay.
So, there's the truck part of the truck where you sit in. That makes it go. That
drive
part was just the truck. The drive. Thank you. Excuse me. And the box part was clear.
Clear?
Clear like a fish aquarium tank.
What?
And in this...
Like a Pope Mobile almost?
Oh, and like a Pope Mobile, but bigger. And in the clear part was what I would call a treadmill.
What?
On that treadmill...
Mike, you saw something amazing.
On that treadmill was a man.
Mike.
You found it? Did you find
Someone
it
on
instantly?
Twitter just tweeted, I haven't had my coffee yet,
Oh,
but I
shit.
swear Kevin Hart drove past me this morning while running on a treadmill in a see-through truck representing Nike.
Oh, fuck, it was Nike. And Kevin Hart?
Kevin Hart.
Hey, Kevin Hart, congratulations on all your success. Also, never do that again. Some other good ones I heard. If you have a picture of a dog, make sure it's your dog. This was perhaps the most interesting one. If you have a picture of your dog in your dating app profile picture, make sure it's your dog. Because you're lulling these girls into a false sense of thinking that you have a dog. That's manipulation. Then they show up, and you're like, this is me. But they're like, where's the dog? And then the dog isn't there. Why would you want to disappoint someone that hard? Right off the bat. That's stinking thinking. Also, just have pictures of yourselves, not like your car or drawings that you've done. That's a red flag. That's a checkered red flag. And there's no reason to get super aggressive if you get shut down. That's the weirdest thing that happens the most often, because you're on a dating app and you get to more or less people by going like this. This is the amount of effort that you have to put in. And then when you match with somebody and they don't answer you back, or you don't like an answer that they give you, and then you say something aggressive, like, that's the most sad, because this is how you get to somebody else. That means that even just physically, if we're just looking at this physically, you would rather go like this than another one of these. And I think you really need to look at your effort distribution.